So I haven't made a video in a while, which is not ideal as a YouTube content creator. And the reason for that is me dropping my phone everywhere. This is the same way I was holding it, right? I think so, yeah. The reason for that is that I've been dealing with some more of the mental illness issues that I brought up about a year ago. Also, this is Marley. He keeps licking my arm. Mars, say hi. Mars. The mental illness problems I had like a year ago. So about 1 year ago, I posted a video talking about some of my PTSD. You just missed it. You just missed the toe licking. Talking about some of my PTSD problems and that I was feeling a little bit better, and that was true. However, what I didn't realize was that really I was over the hump, but there is just such a long period after showing the initial symptoms that you deal with just a large variety of long-term emotional and behavioral problems. So that has been what I've been dealing with. Before, it was, I felt just fucking weird, like my brain was broken and I was like high all the time and terrified. Now, since then, it's a little more manageable in the sense that it's really just felt like depression, and that's what has been hitting me really these last, I don't know, 3-4 weeks or so. Was just kind of a pretty nasty depression episode. Not even that bad. It's not like I felt like everything was like hopeless or that I wanted to hurt myself or anything like that. I just absolutely all sense of motivation was gone, and the things that I used to enjoy doing, I don't quite enjoy doing as much anymore, which really sucks, because it hasn't been, like, replaced by anything else that I enjoy doing. I just don't like doing things, so that's fun. But I'm personally trying to get over that myself. I've done everything that you are supposed to do, like journaling and working out and eating healthy and seeing a therapist, and I did a short stint on medication. I didn't really like it. It kind of made me feel worse. So after having done all that stuff, I don't know. Maybe some of the apathy is still there. It just feels like I need to cycle out of it. And really, I think now I'm like starting to get to that point. And I make it sound like this is the one time this happened is this last month or so, but it's been happening in varying degrees for the last year. And probably even before my issues, I had some depressive issues, but for the most part, it doesn't affect me if like things are going well and life is going okay. I think now is when it just feels more overpowering, and I think that's because if you don't know anything about PTSD, it damages the amygdala, which is the part of your brain that kind of suppresses negative emotion. And that, like, really fucks with you when it's basically going haywire all the time and you can't suppress anything and everything feels terrible. But I think it's still doesn't quite do its job as well as it should, so it's harder for me to push past a lot of negative experiences and negative thoughts. Like, they just kind of linger. They just feel stronger than they should be or than they have in the past. Now, I feel like there's no way I can make it through this video without at least recognizing the fact that I'm not a big fan of these update-type videos, because just fucking talking about myself seems like goddamn just masturbation, like assuming that other people care. But I know that some people have left comments, some people do there. Hopefully if you don't, then you're just not gonna watch this. And really, I'm hoping it provides value to other people that are maybe going through something similar, because it helps you know that other people are going through it too. You're not alone, and that it gets better. And again, I have to say, it is continually getting better. But knowing that other people will get through it actually kind of helps a lot. I'm sure you guys heard Anthony Bourdain killed himself a couple weeks ago. A few weeks ago? I don't know exactly. So, obviously Netflix is like, oh, you should start watching Parts Unknown because he's dead and this is popular and people love doing that shit. So I'm guilty of that too. But it's one of those things where I was watching it and like knowing what he was dealing with kind of helped me a little bit to be, I mean, very recently, like this actually sort of why I'm making this video, is like knowing what he went through, and it's like he's still able to do work, and like, and I can't even do that, like, come on. So it made me want to get off my ass, and I just feel like I can't continue making, you know, I would feel weird if I just kept making videos acting like nothing was wrong, because, you know, most days out of the week for so far out of this year, I have felt completely fine and been in a good mood. I just go through these bad spells, and now this just happened to have been a particularly bad one that I'm really ready to push past now. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to do this update video, despite the fact that I fucking hate these update videos. Sort of for you guys and also for myself to mention, to really sort of get the ball rolling and really start moving on. If you're dealing with these issues also, the one thing I can say, I think the advice that seems to have helped me get through a lot of this, the stuff I mentioned earlier, it kind of helps. It's not, for me, I found it wasn't really worth the time. For me, it is honestly, motivation is bullshit. You need dedication. You need to be willing to do what works for you continually, even though you feel like it's not working or that it's hopeless. And more importantly, when you just don't want to do it. Because when you do that, that's how you're able to sort of get yourself back into the routine. Because I found motivation, like motivating myself, just seems to be fucking temporary. But doing something even though I don't want to do it, you know, that's a muscle that you can flex. That's a skill that just always gets better. So yeah. I'm not really big on outros.